Good morning, One Talks. Welcome to Lookout Team Merina Pikinini One Time. We are honored to welcome our guest this morning, Mr. Aloysius Alpha. Welcome to this radio program, Mr. Alpha.
Thank you. Good day, long all get listeners. Belong Lookout Team Merina Pikinini One Time. This pla Nicholas Alpha, long Kubuna Village, long Kuni Tribe.
Mr. Alpha is one of our village.
Yeah, I'm the deputy chief long clan long Mipla, and I'm also the leader of the school board, one of the members, and I'm also into helping some of those NGOs working in our village.
Yeah, so Mr. Alpha, what exactly is your role in the community?
Yeah, I'm one of the elders, and I'm into helping more in the education side, and in the tribe I'm the deputy chief.
Yeah, our main topic for today, which is some related to your work in the community, is about women and children's rights. And
Yeah.
how did you get interested to work in advocating for these rights, which I have mentioned earlier?
Honestly, years back, I used to be one of the so-called perpetrators, and but now that seeing my children, all of them are married, all get women. Are growing up, and I'm beginning to be afraid for them that what I've done to women and children before, I do not want them to experience it. So that is why when these people who one time visited our village and did some advocacy pertaining to this gender-based violence and women for women and children's rights. I got interested, and then that's why I started going into it. Yeah.
Yes. So you mentioned about the different experiences of women and children in your community. Can you try to elaborate further on that? What are the common cases, for example, of violence against women and children that you have witnessed in your community or your neighboring communities?
In Papua New Guinea, that is one thing. Because we thought that is part of our culture. And we've been doing, like belting women. Belting. We used to beat women if they commit mistakes, because that is one way in our thinking, in our minds. So that the women would learn, because women in our thinking they're there to support us, to serve as men, and children, if they commit mistakes for us, the only way for them to learn is you really have to to belt them. You see.
Okay. And how do you think you could influence, as a leader in your community, how could you influence change in the people, as individuals, and also the community as a whole, since you have mentioned earlier that it is culturally practiced and accepted?
This is it is really an uphill battle, because you will be, especially the old ones, they're really thinking that this is a part of our culture. But that's why we really have to do lots of advocacy. You see, the advocacy in different contexts, may it be in the church, in the school, and things like this in radio programs. I think we have to multiply this kind of activities so that the message will be brought across to all the people, not only to men, but for me also to women and children. Women and children should be informed of about their rights, that they have rights, because this is one thing also, because here in Papua New Guinea, they learn to accept that women, even women, they thought that the role is like that. You see that men will just belt them, that it is okay, but now it's not okay. It's not okay, because of course all these years I've realized that women and children, they are people too, and in the context of our faith, they are also people who were created by God, men, women, children, all kita one kind, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that. What other what other advocacy activities, like can, considering that it's again culturally practiced and accepted, what do you think are the advocacy activities which are also culturally accepted?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier about programs like this, radio programs, and if people who are into it should really go down to our communities and villages and really talk about it, and I think what one thing that is really that will really help us a lot is we give advocacy, and especially to the chiefs. Papua New Guinea, we are ruled by chiefs, so we should really go down. And second is, you see, we should craft more laws at the government level, craft more laws that would really, forward this program. And you see, we already have some laws, but the problem is it's not totally implemented. So we also call for full implementation of the law. You see, and one more, we should also give more advocacy to police officers. Police officers and the government, the people in the government, because they're the one who are serving the people, but oftentimes this is sad because they are not doing their task, as government workers. You see, and of course also in maximize other platforms, like for example the church. You see, if people or organizations with the same advocacy, if they could also tap, existing platforms like the church, for example. You see.
Okay, thank you very much for further elaborating on different different means which we could advocate about changing the mindsets of community leaders, as well as the government and community members. It's not an easy work, as you have mentioned earlier, because again, it's difficult to change the way people act as well as behave. And based on your work and all the initiatives that you have undertaken, what are the challenges have you encountered in any of your advocacy work?
You see, I think what is the biggest challenge here is the culture itself. The PNG culture itself. This is really the biggest challenge. But I never lose hope. I'm always full of hope, because if we do things little by little, I am optimistic. I'm sure that in the future we will be able to hit our target. But of course, again, it would take time, no? Because we are, confronting cultures here. Emtasol, tanik yung galwana.
Okay, and how did you address these challenges? Or do you have any other ideas apart from, you have mentioned, starting the advocacy work to people who are much younger than those who are already old? So how did you address? How do you think you could address these challenges?
Yeah, being the deputy chief, I already started, doing advocacy with my clan. Yeah, with my clan and the clan of my wife. You see, I really, and then my chief, our paramount chief, well, I think he is already convinced about it. But although there are some kind of reservations, long head, long M, but you see, we are doing it. We are doing. We should start at the local level, and if we could, replicate this practice to other clans, other communities, other tribes, then I think that is already a good thing, right?
Yeah, that's right. But I just wanted to ask, by the way, is there any like bigger group who manages all the different tribes in Papua New Guinea, or it depends on just one paramount chief? What about the other tribes which also have its own paramount chief?
It's each chief is independent on its own. You see, although we have some kind of association of chiefs, but you see, they are not like the way people in other countries are thinking, not like the government. The chief is independent. Independent. Each chief is independent. Well, of course, in the clan, the paramount chief is the chief of the chiefs, but still, the chief, they are on their own. So that is why it's really very important that our program is it should be at the local and personal level.
Okay, that makes it actually more complicated.
Yeah, really. But yes, because you are in PNG. Everything where everything is. You are living in the land of the unexpected. Yeah, yeah. That is already a given thing. But as I have said, I don't lose hope. Yeah? I know that we can do it. But of course, it's not, as I mentioned earlier. It's not in the near future. It would take time. But of course, we should not give up in just for us to bring across the message, because this is really a clear and present danger for the women and children that we are talking about. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Alpha.
It's my pleasure to be here, and of course, again, I'm calling all the chief of that that if we this is one opportunity for us all to work together. You see, again, in our faith, we are taught that children, women, and us, we are all one. You see, we are all one. You, me, one kind. You see.
Okay, once again, thank you very much for your commendable work in promoting and advocating for the rights of women and children.
Yeah, thank you, True. Thank you, Galwan Naduka, for having me here. It's my pleasure.
We wish you all the best in your work.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.